What's up, Laffy Loff? How are you? Yeah. Doing all right, thank you. Hmm. There we go. That's better. Carmen Station version 1. Oh, okay, so they'll have another version of it, I guess. Interesting.
Domination. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Opponent is taking A. Okay, you got this. Dominate the opposition by conquering and securing the zone to score. Opponent is taking B. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. We've fallen behind. Let's turn this around. We're taking A.
C lost. New power weapon in the arena.
Enemy is scoring in 2
Nice,
zones.
nice.
We're scoring on 1 zone. We're taking C.
A lost.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
C secured.
We just got a zone. Opponent is taking C.
C lost.
Opponent just got a 3rd zone. We're taking B.
Huh. Okay.
B secured.
We just got a
Perhaps I
zone.
got a little too close.
Opponent is taking B.
B lost.
Opponent is taking B. We're taking C. Scoring in 3 zones.
C secured.
We're scoring on 1 zone.
C lost. Double kill.
Opponent just got a 3rd zone.
Payback.
Shit, teammates.
Triple
Good shit.
kill. Leading up.
Ah.
C secured.
We're scoring on 1 zone. Opponent is taking C. We're scoring in 2 zones.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Opponent is taking B.
B
Ah.
lost.
My guy farted.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Nice shots.
Opponent is taking C.
What's up, Dylan?
Power weapon inbound. Guardian angel. New power weapon in the arena. Double kill.
We're taking B.
Thought I heard footsteps back here.
B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking C.
Heating up. C lost.
Opponent is taking
It's
B.
not permanent, but I think they've extended it.
Opponent is taking B.
C secured. B lost.
But that doesn't mean it can't be permanent.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. We're taking B. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking C.
Payback.
Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking C. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Damn it.
Taking B.
Power weapon inbound. C secured.
We just got a zone. They're close to the scoring limit. We have to stop them. Opponent is taking C. We've got 2 zones.
New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
Opponent is taking B.
B lost. You lost.
Huh.
Good effort out there. That's all we can ask for. Chin up.
But it is, I'm really surprised of how much I actually like the tone of the OG playlist and the tempo of the OG playlist. Like, it's, that Splitgate 1 DNA and Splitgate 2 actually works very well. Like, I'm genuinely surprised that I like it as much as I do. It's because when you look at the map design, it's like there's close and long distance engagements. The portals are a little bit more methodical, but it's not as crazy. It's actually more inviting to like the newcomer, you know what I mean? As opposed to something that's just ridiculously fast all the time. Which I don't mind. You guys know that I don't mind that, but I love the fact that you've got these,
Team deathmatch.
this variable, if that makes sense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's bring home the victory. Earn the most kills to secure the victory. We're pulling ahead. Keep it up.
Power weapon inbound. power weapon in the arena. Double kill. Heating up.
Fuck. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I mean,
Payback.
I think it blends in very well. Or should I say better than I thought it would.
Heating up. Close call. That was close.
Halfway to the score threshold.
Power weapon inbound.
Where? Oh my gosh, that guy came out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to not be
New
sure.
Power weapon in the
you know?
arena. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. That was close. Payback.
Oh, that was close. Yeah, I mean, I go back and forth between the two. I mean, if it was permanent, that is.
Payback. Power weapon inbound. Double kill. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Crap! I should have closed that portal. Yeah, I think most people want them to keep it, but
New power weapon in the arena. 5 minutes remaining. Avenger.
oh, Batman.
Avenger.
We've taken the lead. Keep it up.
Payback. 3 kills to go.
They're in the lead. Let's get it back.
Heating up.
Fuck. That's so lucky.
Game over.
It's only one match. We'll learn from this and come back stronger.
The old stadium? No. They've got the current stadium, but not the old one. If I had to guess, the old stadium might actually be in... Like, they might be creating it. Whether it's the community or whether it's the devs themselves. Yep. I mean, the old stadium was very popular, so I don't see why they can't have it, if that makes sense, you know? I like the old stadium. Wiz, thank you very much. I don't know if it's WYZ or Wiz, so I just want to say thank you. I try to get people's names properly because over the course of my life, there have been so many times to where like people would get my real name wrong in terms of pronunciation, and you know, they've always asked me over the years, so it's like, you know, so I always made it a thing to make sure, even though this is online and even though these are, you know, made up names, you know, or aliases, if you will, I still try to get, I'm very picky about trying to get people's names right, so I apologize if I got it wrong. So I don't know if it's Wiz or WYZ, but whichever one, thank you. I appreciate the sub, man.
5,
And the kind words.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Opponent is taking A. Time to run. Show what you got. Smash it. Dominate the opposition by conquering and securing the zones to score. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking B.
Power weapon inbound.
Oh, well done. We're taking A.
New power weapon in the arena.
Opponent is taking C. We're ahead now. Keep up the pace. Enemy is scoring in one zone. Opponent is taking C. We're taking B. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Be secured.
We've got 2 zones.
Close call. Heating up.
Opponent is taking A.
Damn.
Opponent is taking A.
B lost.
Opponent is taking A. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Wait, there's rockets here.
Opponent is taking A. Opponent is taking A.
A lost.
Well, at least I got him.
We're taking C.
Yeah, some people are just better. It is what it is, you know.
Secured.
Scoring on 1 zone.
Payback.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking C.
Power weapon inbound.
Opponent is taking A.
A lost.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Heating up. C lost.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
Damn it.
Opponent is taking B.
A secured.
I got him.
Just got a zone.
New power weapon in the arena.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. They've taken the lead. Opponent is taking A. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking A.
Power weapon inbound.
Opponent is taking A. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. Scoring on 1 zone.
On fire.
10 kills. You're on a roll.
New power weapon in the arena.
Opponent is taking C.
Anybody else?
C lost.
Opponent is taking C.
Oh, I got lucky.
Double kill. C secured. B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones.
Hope you guys are having a good Friday so far.
Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking C.
B lost. C lost.
Opponent is taking B. Enemy is scoring in 1 zone.
B secured.
We just got a zone. Opponent is taking A.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Inbound.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
It's Batman.
New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
We're taking C.
Payback. Double kill. C secured. New power weapon in the arena.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. We're taking A.
A secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking C. We're taking B.
Heating up.
Opponent is taking A.
A lost. B secured.
We've got 2 zones. Enemy is scoring in 1 zone.
Power weapon inbound.
Can't believe I didn't get that.
They're close to the scoring limit. Stop them.
New power weapon in the arena.
We're taking A. Opponent is taking B. We're taking A.
Whoever created the audio design for this game deserves a
A
raise.
secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones.
They deserve a raise, absolutely.
Just got a zone.
You lost.
Oh wow, 498 to 500.
Take it on the
Damn.
chin and come back swinging.
Whoever did the audio for this game deserves a raise. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Yeah, Like, so what do you guys think? I want to know in the comment section. Please type one, or in the comment section. I want to know in the chat. Please type one if you think the OG playlist should be permanent. Because the thing is, like, if they see how popular, if it's significantly popular, you know, they should keep it. Like, I'm pretty, and from the videos, I'm sure the guys have been watching videos, like, people think, like, people are saying, like, they should make it permanent. One, but continue to add limited time modes. Yeah, because you never know what people will like, you know, because sooner or later they're going to come up with a limited time mode that everybody's going to love, and then the next thing you know, you've got a new game mode. The only problem with Splitgate 2 is because of its current lack of population count, which is obviously subject to change, because it's not the most popular game. You know, you can't have, you know, too many different playlists of games, because if you do, you're spreading the population out too wide, and search times are going to be hella long. So I think that's one of the reasons why they're doing limited time modes. You know, they're also trying to see, like, what people like, what people don't like, or if something needs a replacement. You know, I think the most interesting thing, the most interesting question somebody could ask if you're a developer is, okay, what do you not like about Splitgate 2? And at the same time, what you do like about Splitgate 2?
Domination. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Opponent is taking C. This is your moment. Don't waste it. Dominate the opposition by conquering and securing the zone.
Oh, that was close.
Kickoff.
And that was exciting.
Opponent is taking B.
Power weapon inbound.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. We've fallen behind. Let's turn this around. Opponent is taking A.
A lock. New power weapon in the arena.
Opponent just got a 3rd zone. We're taking B.
Crap, ran out of bullets.
B secured.
We just got a zone.
Double kill.
Fuck, I ran out of bullets at the last second. He was one shot.
We're taking A. Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking B.
A secured.
Fuck.
We're scoring on 1
Why
zone.
did I change my weapon at that particular time?
Scoring in 2 zones. We're taking B.
Damn it.
Nice work.
He's got a power weapon.
Opponent is taking A.
B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. We're taking A.
Double kill.
We're taking A. Scoring in 2 zones.
A secured.
Scoring on 1 zone. Opponent is taking A.
Power weapon inbound. A lost.
Enemy is
Damn it.
scoring in two
Too
zones.
fast.
B secured.
We just got a zone.
New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound. B lost.
Opponent is taking B. We're taking C. Opponent just got a third zone. We're taking B.
New power weapon in the arena.
We just got a zone. We're taking B. We're taking B.
Guardian Angel. B secured.
We're scoring in two zones.
Double kill.
Opponent is taking C.
Heating up.
Opponent is taking C.
Got it, got it, got it.
Kill.
We're taking A.
C secured.
We've got two zones.
Okay, okay, okay.
A secured.
We've got three zones. Opponent just got a zone. We're taking B.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That was a good shot.
Opponent is taking C.
B secured. C lost.
Enemy is scoring in one zone. We are taking C.
Okay, that guy's AFK, obviously.
Heating up.
They're closing in on the scoring limit. Let's rally.
Double kill.
We're scoring in three zones. Opponent is taking A.
Power weapon inbound.
Opponent just got a zone. Enemy is scoring in two zones. We're taking B. Opponent is taking C.
New power weapon in the arena. Game over.
Keep your head up. Anytime it's our turn.
Wow. Damn, they still won. OBJ, baby, OBJ. OG rules, I'd rather play it over no portals. I think it's getting better at portal. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, Laffy. I think so too. There's a lot of potential here with this particular playlist. And it's like, how do I put this? It's like it's not as chaotic portal wise. But if you understand portals, you can do a hella good job with them. You know, like you don't necessarily have to portal everywhere, but at the same time, when you do, it's like it's just balanced. You know, your gunplay is still your gunplay and your movement is still number one. However, you know, if you manage to portal at the right place at the right time, you can make good things happen for yourself. You know what I mean?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's bring home the victory. Get the most kills and bring home the win.
Power weapon inbound.
Taking the lead. kill. We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now.
New power weapon in the arena. Double kill. Guardian Angel.
Oh, I thought I switched. What's up, Corey? All right, cool. This is an interesting map. Oh, fuck. I'm out of there. Take a sniper, though.
Double kill. Payback.
Well, that's interesting.
Heating up.
Fuck! Damn it.
Power weapon inbound. Avenger. Payback. New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
Damn it. I don't know why some of these guys are not picking up the sniper.
New power weapon in the arena.
We've fallen behind it. Turn this around.
Correct.
Avenger.
No! Shit. Shooting portals and then closing them. Well, I always close them. Well, at least I almost always close them.
Watch out. Their point total is halfway there.
Avenger. Power weapon inbound.
Where'd the sniper go?
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. New power weapon in the arena. 5 minutes remaining.
We pulled into the lead.
Where is everybody? Ooh, barely got him. Jack, remember just driving a new portal closed at least the earliest. What do you mean?
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon
Fuck.
inbound.
Nice shot.
3 minutes remaining.
This is literally like the funnest big map you
New
can
power
play
weapon
on.
in the arena.
What was that? What was that?
They're in the lead. Let's get it back. They're close to the scoring limit. We have to stop them.
5 kills to go. 2 minutes remaining. Double kill.
Damn it.
Power weapon inbound.
Fuck, the sniper got me.
Game over.
Tough loss. Oh. Hey, take it on the chin and come back swinging.
Damn. Yeah, I've been trying to orient a rightward turning into the portals helps me remember where I'll be, at least feel the near. I think it really depends on, like, some people prefer right, some people prefer left. It really depends. It's very situational if you think about it. Well, you don't have to face them. You can still strafe into a portal. Like, you can be looking at your target, and if your portal, like, let's say is to your right, you can strafe shoot into your portal and go somewhere else. Any tips for getting better at aiming? I'm always losing gunfight because the people strafing around. It hits shots sometimes. Yeah, you're probably using your right stick way too much and not using you're not utilizing the strafe shot as much as you should be. That's probably what one of the main issues is.
3, 2, 1.
This is your moment. Don't waste it. Dominate the opposition by conquering and securing the zones to score. We're taking A. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. Fallen behind. Let's turn this around. Kill confirmed.
kill.
We pulled into the lead. Opponent is
Oh,
taking A.
nice shot.
Enemy is scoring in one zone.
New power weapon in the arena.
Enemy is scoring in two zones. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking C. Taking C.
A secured.
We've got two zones. Opponent is taking B.
Like the best way I can describe it to you is be more gentle with your right stick and more aggressive with your left.
We're scoring in two zones. Opponent is taking A. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking A.
It takes getting used to, but when you do, it's going to help you out quite a bit.
Opponent just got a zone. We've got two zones. Opponent is taking A. We're taking C. Opponent is taking A. Opponent is taking C. Opponent just got a zone. Enemy is scoring in two zones. Opponent is taking B.
And I would recommend that with everybody is like be more aggressive with your left stick
Scoring in three zones.
and then really gentle with the right.
We're taking A.
Power weapon inbound. Payback.
We're taking A. They're in the lead. Let's get it back.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Enemy is scoring in three zones. We're taking B.
B secured.
Scoring in one zone. We're taking A. We're taking C. Scoring in two zones. Scoring on one zone. We've got two zones. Opponent is taking A.
A lost.
Opponent is taking C. Enemy is scoring in two zones. Opponent is taking C.
Double kill.
We're taking B.
Triple kill.
We're taking A. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking A. Enemy is scoring in one zone. We just got a zone. Opponent is taking C.
Where? Oh my gosh, where did he disappear
B
to?
lost.
We're taking C. Opponent is taking A. Opponent just
Well-
got third zone.
That's okay if your portals are average,
We're taking
Payback.
because when they do tune this game, it's going to be more,
taking B.
you know, it's going to be more balanced. So
Weapon inbound.
We're taking C.
A secured.
all right, have a good workout, man.
One zone. Opponent is taking A. We're taking C.
New power weapon in the arena.
We're taking B. Opponent is taking A. Opponent just got a zone. Just got a zone. Enemy is scoring in two zones.
Power weapon inbound. Double kill. Guardian Angel.
Opponent is taking C.
A secured.
Close to the scoring limit. We have to stop them.
Oh,
Double kill.
We've got two zones. Enemy is scoring in one zone. We're taking B. Opponent is taking C.
B secured. C locked.
Opponent is taking C.
Payback.
Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking A.
B lost. A lost.
Opponent just got a zone. Scoring in 2 zones. We just got a zone.
Defeated.
They edged us out, but we'll bounce back next time.
So yeah, that's my number one thing. That's the main issue I have. I feel like my portaling is average and I'm using my abilities and equipment well enough. I just can't hit them, so obviously I die. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, when it comes to a first-person shooter, you know, decision-making is still a very big part. However, you're still going to get into gunfights. So again, you know, you still have to be able to hold your own. Like, so, again, to put it the simplest way, more aggressive on the left stick, less aggressive on the right. You know, be gentle with the right. You know, I mean, you use your right stick in order to get yourself, you know, as close to the target as possible. But once you do that, left stick takes over priority, and then you just make slight adjustments with the right stick. You do that, I think you're going to find yourself being a lot more consistent. It takes time to get used to, because with a lot of games, the way they were designed previously, or the way that they're just designed, you know, a lot of right stick movement takes priority, and rightfully so in terms of that type of flavor. However, when you're talking about an arena shooter to where strafing is so powerful and the time to kill is what it is, the left stick is what's going to take priority, because when you're strafing left and right, you know, it's harder to miss your target if well, first of all, you become a harder target because you're strafing, and on top of that, you know, it's harder to miss a target that's just moving left and right, if that makes sense. So what's up, Soups? Finally played Battlefield 6. I think it's good but not great. It has fast time to kill, and that's my main issue with it. I don't think I'm buying the game. I wish they toned down the portal magnetism when shooting through an enemy portal. That's one thing that Zach's had a complaint about. So
This is what we train.
I think that was their way of
Get the most kills and bring home the win.
balancing
Pulled into
things.
the lead. Good kill.
Double kill. Power weapon inbound. Guardian Angel. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena. Heating up.
Where's a sniper? There. Is it not a sniper? No. I'm out of there. Oh, fuck. Nice shot. See, barely any right stick on that one. If not at all.
Power weapon inbound.
Oh, damn it.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Wow, he missed with all three? Oh my gosh.
New power weapon in the arena.
Keep up the pressure. We're halfway to the score threshold. Great hit.
Double kill. Power weapon inbound. Heating up. New power weapon in the arena.
Where'd he go? Above. Got him.
Double kill. Power weapon inbound. On fire.
10 kills. You're on a roll.
Payback. New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound. 5 minutes remaining.
Nearing score threshold. Keep it up.
Damn it, they got me. Hella sweaty? I personally think it feels the
Power
same.
weapon in the arena.
Ooh, nice. Oh wow, there's two.
3 points to go. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Really?
Victorious.
Absolute clinic. Hope they took notes.
In that moment, I knew Splitgate 2 would never take off like Battlefield 6. Battlefield you can do good without killing anybody. Well, the way I look at it is also is like you always, like in any first-person shooter, like especially if one is more organic like this one, you know, to where there's no, you know, EOMM or something like that, right? You have the chance to get better if it's as organic as it could possibly be in the year 2025. That's the way I look at it. So, like, if you stick with the game, you know, getting quote unquote, you know, your ass kicked is something that's going to be a lot more temporary as time goes on and as you get better. So like I don't know, like for me, like you guys, I've been streaming this game pretty much every time I play it. It's become a rare thing for me to play it when I'm not streaming, you know, because I'm streaming enough as it is and all that stuff. So it's like, you know, but you guys see what I go through. So so my assumption is like if if I'm playing like the way I am, then it's like I probably figured out something that maybe you guys haven't. That's my assumption, because I don't consider myself a top tier player by any means, you know, or someone who's quote unquote good, you know. You know, my definition of good may be a little bit different from yours, but like there's like in like the way I look at it is if somebody's playing the game like a decent amount, and if they're struggling in a game that doesn't have EOMM and they continue to struggle, it's like usually, not all the time, but usually it's like, okay, maybe there's something I haven't figured out, you know? Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, you guys need to, I want you guys to tell me what you feel like you're struggling with. Like, what is it? Because if I can help you on stream, if I can give you guys tips, you know, I obviously don't make videos like that because this is not a gameplay channel. But, you know, obviously you guys are also some of the most supportive, by far the most supportive people on the channel. So it's like, if I can help, let me help you. So what is it specifically that you are struggling with? And you know, tell me. I'm gonna use, I have to use the bathroom real quick because I've been drinking a lot of water. So I want you guys tell me what you think, like like I need you to tell me specifics of what you're struggling with. It's just the sweats are kind of the only people that's left when you're in a lobby and consistently sweating or noobs. I mean, for me it doesn't feel like that. I mean, because you guys see what I'm playing, right? You guys see how I play. So for me it doesn't feel like that, you know. And like I said, I don't really consider myself, you know, I'm a sweat. Can you please define a sweat? Because like if I had my camera on, I'm literally leaning back in my chair. So are you guys trying to tell me that a sweat and a good player are pretty much the same? My aiming sucks, but I'm gonna jump in if you try out what you said. Like, trust me when I tell you, like, you'd be surprised when you make that adjustment. You'd be surprised. I can't type a whole lot. I wanted to say more. There are limits. I've crammed my words. No, you're good, man. You're good. Let me just use the bathroom real quick, and I'll see what I can do to help you guys, because a sweat and a good player are the same. Oh, that's funny. I've been playing first person shooters this long. It's like I always defined a sweat as a try hard. And trust me when I tell you, if I was trying hard, there was no way in the world I'd be able to play this game as much as I have in a short period of time. I guarantee you that. I guess I found that happy medium. I think Halo Ranked kind of helped me with that, but I play on a 4.3 sense with aim acceleration and aim assist on controller. My shots are still horrible. My KD would. Let me ask you something, Dylan. What other games other than Splitgate 2 do you play? Like, what other than Splitgate 2, what other games do you play? I mean, tryhards are good players. Not all tryhards are good, I will tell you that. But the portals and tight cover will keep things fresh. I mean, tryhard. Like, mm, I think aim acceleration might be your aim acceleration might be too high. That makes sense. So See, this is where I wish there was an accuracy stat, because it would clearly tell people if they need to work on their aim more and if that's part of their problem. I come from Skyrim and other single player games, PvP not much outside of COD jump shooters. Gotcha. Okay. So if you're playing COD, COD basically has no acceleration unless they've recently implemented it. So because if your right stick is going all the way to the edge, you're going to access your acceleration, and what that's going to do is it's going to make everything feel more sensitive, like things are going to move faster, and it's going to be unstable. And I think that's probably why your aim is unstable. Like, stable aim is everything. That's one of the reasons why I play on a PS4 controller. The sticks are not as loose, and it helps me stabilize my aim. So whether it's your in-game settings or whether it's your your sticks or whatever, you have to your turns are getting better because your acceleration is probably high. But like for me, I kind of made it to where it's similar to Call of Duty, to where when I turn at the same speed as I aim. You know what I mean? Just in case I peg my right stick. But because that's what it is. When you move your right stick too much, your acceleration turns on, and therefore it's basically like sensitivity. It goes higher. And I think that might be part of what your problem is. Let me show you my settings, and you can adjust along with yours if it helps you. So just in case you haven't seen them, or just in case you don't remember. So obviously this is a little bit on the higher end in terms of my my sensitivity by a lot of people, by some people's, my dead zones are at 0. Okay, I'm at exponential for response curve, axial for acceleration type, and then these are my acceleration settings right here. So this basically is like the max speed for vertical and horizontal. Like these two I feel kind of match my sensitivity settings, so that way they're equal. So whenever I turn or however I aim, it stays steady. Because if it moves unsteady, I'm not gonna do, it's not gonna be consistent. So, and with me, it's consistency. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I remember you saying you were getting paddles to the back of your controller on one of your vids. Do you have them, or did they make a big difference or not? I did use them one time, and it screwed up my aim because I had to change of how I hold the controller, which was very uncomfortable because they were very fat. So I couldn't hold the controller the same way. So therefore my aim was all over the place. So I just removed them. I don't have them on. I mean, I'm looking at them right now, but I don't use them. They're not on my controller. I just took it off because aim is number one. I even got down trim portal and some X. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, for me, when you're playing a first person shooter, again, guys, the sticks, or should I say your aim is like the equivalent of shooting in basketball. You know what I mean? You, especially in today's NBA, your shot has to be good. So therefore, it's the same kind of concept with this game. So number one priority, regardless of player, is accuracy. That's very important. But the question is, what's your positioning like? What's your movement like? And, what decisions are you making? Because that's going to, because accuracy isn't enough to get you there. You have to make proper decisions, but you guys probably already know that. But a lot of times you might find yourself making right decisions, but like, okay, let's just make this simple. Are you like, do you find your guys, do you type yes or no if you're having issues controlling your aim when you're in the middle of a gunfight or just trying to pick somebody off? Are you having control issues with that? Yes or no? Okay, Gideon says no. Okay. All right, because that's usually your first sign. So if you feel like you're having trouble controlling your, if your aim is not going where you want it to go, where you're trying to get it to go, it's usually something in your controls in terms of your settings, or it could also be your controller. Like, I didn't know what the hell was wrong for the longest time until I accidentally found out that the PlayStation 4 controller is just better for me, because on an Xbox controller, I couldn't keep my aim steady to save my life, no matter how much I would play, guys. You always play default settings other than sensitivity changes. With the way games are now, I used to do that too, Superman. But then once I started changing my stuff that complements me and how I like, you know, you gotta treat your sensitivity like you treat your food. You know, it's got to be, you know, it's got to be particular to you. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, the elite, but you broke the bumper. I usually run default settings, so I might have to look to see if that helps. Yeah, I mean, it's trust me when I tell you, in my experience, settings can make the difference in a game for any player, regardless of skill level, because ultimately you want the most control possible of what you're used to. So whatever another player may be used to may not be something that you're used to. So you have to really customize your settings as to what works for you. Once after the Xbox Elite sticks, where you can tighten those, I never stopped using that. Sadly, I won't have that one anymore. Yeah. So, like, I know it's a pain in the ass, but you guys, some of you guys might have to experiment, you know. But one thing that's for sure is that for a lot of people, in a strafe-friendly game like this one, to where strafing is a big deal, you know, prioritizing your left stick once you get as close to target as possible with the right, you know, prioritizing the left is a big transition to make. I spent a lot of time doing that in Halo Infinite. So in a game like this, to where there's like a happy medium, that's what I think, that's one of the reasons why I'm able to understand it and do better with it. Same thing with X Defiant. Like, X Defiant was a left stick friendly game, you know, and on top of that, you know, that's why I use the M16 a lot, because it was in a lot of ways mechanically a lot similar to the BR in Halo Infinite. So the M16 and I were made to be in that aspect because of how the game was designed. And I'm never a burst fire type of weapon guy, ever. Like, but with the M16 and the amount of time that I spent in Halo Infinite and what that taught me, all of a sudden it made a big difference for me. So I hope they add vehicles in Splitgate 2. That again, you have to, just like Zach said, you have to design the maps around the vehicles as well. That's the problem. I did watch a vid on exclusive A settings to where the most opting settings on Splitgate. Yeah, I mean, that could help. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you can obviously copy and paste or make subtle changes and see what works for you. You know, but again, it really just depends. You know, it really just depends on what you are used to. You know, if somebody tells you you should hold the controller this way, but that's uncomfortable for you, then why should you hold it that way? You know, do you have the exact same shaped hands and the same size fingers and the same size, you know, do you have the same wrist and finger flexibility that they do? Of course not. You don't. So therefore you need to be able to figure out what works for you. So for big team battle and custom games, vehicles, again, you have to design maps around vehicles with that in mind. I mean, they would have to make the vehicles similar to how, you know, they would probably have to make the vehicles similar to how, like, the what's it called? The characters move. That makes sense. So I mean, it's just one of those, it's just one of those things that, you know, you have to go through the settings if you need to, and basically get it to a point to where it feels comfortable. You know, comfort. You know, think about like getting in your car. You know, you want it to be comfortable. So I know some pros play claw with controller. Try that shit. I thought they were, yeah. Like, a lot of those guys have been playing that way since they were kids, so that's what they're used to. But no, I don't do that shit, especially now. No way. Nor do I want to try that. No way. Yeah, and quite frankly, call me old, but I'm very proud to hold and play my to play traditionally, and I'm actually proud that I use a regular controller and I don't use a something that's enhanced. But I understand that something that's enhanced is very, in this day and age. I've had two Xbox Elite controllers, great until the right side of both controllers stopped working properly. Yeah, I mean, back in the day during GameStop, what I used to do is I used to put like, what was it, like a warranty on it for an extra $25, and then every single year, no questions asked, I would just exchange it for another one for free, and then I'd put another warranty for like $25 on that, and I used to do that for a few years until they stopped doing that. So claw is where you're using your middle finger for your right trigger, and then you've got your your index finger working, the X and the Y buttons and all that kind of stuff. So it looks like a claw that way. It eliminates it eliminates the possibility it eliminates the need for a special controller because of how the fingers and the hands are, because you don't have to take your thumb off your stick while still, pressing buttons. Like, hold your controller right now, and then what you do is put your middle finger to where your right trigger would be, and then use your index finger to press buttons like your reload, your swap weapons, and all that. That's what claw is. you know and again, the advantage to that, if you get used to it, is that, again, you don't have to take your fingers off the you don't have to take your right thumb off the stick in order to press, reload or X or something like that. That's what that is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand. Partial is still kind of weird, because your thumb is still coming off the sticks, and the purpose of claw is so that way your thumb doesn't come off the sticks. Splitgate 2 is a nice break from Fortnite and Halo. Yeah, yeah. I mean, depending on what you play, So this game does have its own uniqueness, in my opinion. In my opinion, it really does. Let me go use the bathroom. I still haven't used the bathroom yet. Ah. Yeah. I do really hope they can open the ability chart up to more binding options. Gotcha. Yeah, there's just so many different ways that they can try and do that. So remember, claw is not always, the end all be all. Ultimately, the way you hold your controller is you just want to be comfortable. But again, you can always set up your controller to where you don't have to take your thumbs off the sticks, very often. So yeah, I mean, I'm always I'm always more than willing to help if somebody has any questions regarding just anything on the matter, because for me in a first person shooter that I enjoy, my obsession is aim, because like that's what impresses me the most, more than anything, when I watch some of the top players play, is just how well they aim, you know what I mean? So that for me has been like, that's always been like, that's always been like a thing for me.
Domination. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Opponent is taking C. Time to go out there and show what you got. Smash it. Capture and defend the zones to score. Let's dominate them.
Ooh, nice shot.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking the lead. On the board.
A victor. New power weapon in the arena. Payback.
We're taking B. Opponent is taking A.
B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones.
Heating up.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Damn it, should have meleeed him first.
We're taking A. We've got 2 zones. Opponent is taking A. We're taking C.
A lock.
We're taking C.
Double kill. Payback. Triple kill.
Oh, damn it.
C secured.
We're
Also,
scoring in
another
2
thing is
zones.
when you're on target, move your thumbs less. You know what I mean? When you're spot on target and your crosshairs is right on your enemy, move both thumbs less. Only
Opponent is
move,
taking C.
only make big adjustments if they make big
B
adjustments.
lost. B lost.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. Opponent just got a 3rd zone.
Payback.
We're taking B.
C secured.
We're scoring on 1 zone.
Power weapon inbound. Double kill. Heating up.
Opponent is taking C. We're taking A.
New power weapon in the arena.
We just got a zone.
Power weapon inbound. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena. A secured.
We've got 2 zones. Opponent is taking C.
On fire.
10 kills. You're on a roll. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Double kill.
We're taking C. Enemy is scoring in 3 zones.
Oh, nice shot, Batman.
C secured.
We're scoring on 1 zone.
In my opinion, the most unique shooter game of all time is to be Splitgate
Opponent
2
is
on
taking C.
Nintendo. What?
Opponent is taking C. We're taking A.
Payback. A secured.
We just got a zone. Opponent is taking A.
Double kill.
We've got 2 zones.
B lost.
Enemy scoring in 2 zones.
Double kill. Heating up.
Ah, nice shots.
We're taking B.
Oh, Splatoon. Never played that.
B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones.
Power weapon inbound.
Opponent is taking A.
B lost.
We're taking C. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
New power weapon in the arena.
Scoring on 1 zone. They're close to the scoring limit. We have to stop them. We're taking B.
Power weapon inbound.
Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking C.
Game over.
Got us this time, but we'll be ready next
It's
match.
like a FPS paintball game, except you can turn into a squid and then swim through your team's ink. Oh, interesting. One of my favorite first-person shooters of all time is actually Gotham City Imposters. For those of you guys that remember that game. How would you guys feel about Splitgate being a third person? Like Splitgate was a third person shooter. Rain Man says yes. Superman says no.
Team deathmatch.
What if you could what if you could toggle it?
5, 4, 3,
What if you
2,
could toggle it?
1.
This is what we train for. Score the most kills to win the match. We pulled into the lead.
Kickoff.
Falling behind it. Turn this around.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Avenger. Heating up.
Oh, damn. No, like if you can toggle between first person and third person.
Nice one.
Double kill. Payback. Double kill.
We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now.
Double kill. Power weapon inbound.
I don't know how the hell I'd survive that, don't ask.
Heating up. Double kill. Power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound. That was close. New power weapon in the arena. Avenger.
We're halfway to the win.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. On fire.
10 kills. You're on a roll.
Fuck!
power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Avenger. Power weapon inbound. Five minutes remaining. New power weapon in the arena.
They're in the lead. Get it back.
Payback.
Wow, he didn't hit me once.
Power weapon inbound.
We pulled into the lead. They're in the lead. Let's get it back.
Damn, I was hoping to take one of them out.
In the arena.
Yeah, but what I mean by like toggle is you have the option at any point in time in the match to where you can go in first person or third person, like anytime you want.
They're close to scoring. We have to stop
Fuck,
them.
he missed on the first one too.
Power weapon inbound.
Damn, I hit that one guy.
Lost.
Tough loss. Shake it off and try again.
Who farted? Great gamer tag. Yeah, concealed peeking is another thing to consider. Like, there's advantages and disadvantages to both, but I don't know. Like, from a casual perspective, I think they would love to see, like, I think a lot of people would love to see, like, you know, their cosmetics. Like, if they bought a specific type of cosmetic for their character, you know, they'd probably enjoy looking at that quite a bit. That makes sense? Oh God, I hope not. I don't think. Hopefully, there's nobody dumb enough to do that shit. Hmm. Third person firefight? Like if the PvE mode was a third person? It does? Halo Infinite has third-person toggle now? Really? I did not know that. New update, really? And how are people taking to that? You had to change your settings? Oh, only in Firefight. Got it.
Domination. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Opponent is taking A. Time to go out there and show what you've got. Smash it. Capture and defend the zones to score. Let's dominate them. Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking B.
Power weapon inbound.
Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking C.
B secured.
We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. There is a lead. Let's get it back.
Oh, so close.
Kill confirmed. We're taking C. We're taking C. Opponent is taking B.
B lost. C secured.
We're scoring on 1 zone. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
A secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking C.
C lost.
We're taking B. Enemy scoring in 2 zones. Nice work.
Guardian Angel. C secured.
We've got 2 zones. Opponent is taking A.
Really? Oh, wow.
A lost.
Opponent is taking B.
I mean, if they,
Enemy scoring in 2 zones. We're
well,
taking
it really depends on your playstyle more than anything else,
We're
but...
taking C.
But if they balance
Power
portals like in
weapon
Splitgate 1,
inbound.
High Sense won't have as much of
A
an impact
secured.
as it does currently.
Scoring on 1 zone. We're taking C.
Avenger.
We're taking B.
New power weapon in the arena.
Opponent is taking A. We're scoring in 2 zones. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. We're taking A.
A secured.
We've got 2 zones. We're taking C. Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking A.
C lost. A lost. Heating up.
We're taking C.
Double kill.
Enemy is scoring in 3 zones.
C secured.
We're scoring on 1 zone. We're taking B.
Where'd he go?
B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking C. We're taking A. Enemy is scoring in 1 zone.
A secured.
We've got 2 zones. Opponent is taking B. Opponent is taking A.
See?
Payback. Power weapon inbound. A lost.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Ooh, that was close.
New power weapon in the arena.
We're taking C. Opponent is taking B.
Power weapon inbound. B lost. C secured.
We just got a zone. Opponent is taking B.
New power weapon in the arena.
Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking B. We're taking A. Opponent just got a 3rd zone. We're taking C. We're taking C. Opponent is taking C. They're closing in on the win. Don't let them get there.
Great.
Opponent is taking C. We're scoring on 1 zone. Opponent is taking A.
Defeated.
Tough loss. Oh. Hey, take it on the chin and come back swinging.
Hey, I even had 8 captures. I want low hip sense and ADS to be for long range aiming, so I mean, you can kind of change that. You do know you can change that, right? Dylan? Do season tickets reset? I think after this, after the complete season is over, like all the chapters 1, 2, and 3, I think they do. Or maybe they might not, but they are limited to 9,000 now. 9,999. Like, let me show you real quick. Like, your zoom sensitivity multiplier is what you're talking about, Dylan. So mine's at 0.9. At 1, you're basically having the same sensitivity for your hip fire as your ADS. So if you want your ADS to be slower for those long distance engagements, lower it. You know, I think 1 is the default to where they're both even. So anything lower causes your ADS sensitivity to be slightly slower, depending on how you set it. I don't know how in the world you got to 9,999. I don't even have 5,000. Maybe because you didn't get the battle pass, possibly. That's probably it. Ladybox wants to play. Okay. Yeah, she seems to play quite a bit. Like every time I log in, which is usually before stream, she's like always on. She's dedicated. Let me see something. So let's take a look see here. She's played almost 2,000 matches. And she's high up there. She plays this game quite a bit.
Domination. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Opponent is taking C. Time to go out there and show what you got. Smash it. Dominate the opposition by conquering and securing the zones to score.
Kickoff.
Quick pauses in the lead.
Power weapon inbound. C secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking B.
New power weapon in the arena.
There you go.
Opponent is taking A.
Avenger. Double kill.
Opponent is taking A.
A lost.
Opponent is taking A.
Heating up.
Opponent is taking A.
B secured.
We've got 2 zones. We've got 3 zones. Opponent is taking C. Opponent is taking C.
C lost.
Opponent just got a zone.
Avenger. Double kill.
We're taking C. Opponent is taking B.
B lost. C secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent just got a zone.
Damn it.
We're taking B.
B secured.
Oh crap.
Scoring in 3 zones. Opponent is taking A. Opponent just got a zone. Opponent is taking
Oh, nice shots. Nice shots.
Opponent is taking A.
Power weapon inbound.
We're taking C.
C secured.
We've got 3 zones.
Yep.
Opponent is taking C.
Yep.
New power weapon in the arena.
Opponent is taking A.
B lost.
Opponent just got a zone.
Oh shit, there's a guy there.
Opponent is taking C.
I don't know if she's watching the stream or not.
We're taking B. Scoring in 2 zones. We're taking B.
Oh shit!
Power
Damn it.
weapon inbound.
Yo, Gideon, thank you so much. 265 hours played, 19 out of 20 for achievements.
We've got
Thank you so much,
zones.
man. I appreciate the support, man. Holy crap.
New power weapon in the arena.
We're taking C. Opponent is taking D.
C secured.
We're scoring in 3 zones. Opponent is taking D.
B lost. Guardian Angel.
We're approaching the score limit. Let's finish strong.
Double kill. A lost. B secured.
Oh, that was close.
Victorious.
And that's a W. I hope somebody clipped that.
I don't know what that means either, but perhaps somebody in the chat will say. Camo grind time? Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is the OG Splitgate. Seems like it's right up her alley. Yo, what's up, Nightfall? How's it going? I don't know what that means. What do we abbreviate everything these? Yeah, I had a feeling you were kind of playing with that. Sounds like a new generation thing. To be honest, even the ancient peoples.
Team deathmatch starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to go out there and show what you got. Smash it. Get the most kills to bring home the win. There's the lead. Let's get it back. Nice one.
Double kill. Power weapon inbound.
We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now.
New power weapon in the arena.
Oh, crap.
Double kill. Payback.
Shit, it's Batman. It's Batman.
Payback.
Damn it.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
Fuck.
New power weapon in the arena.
We're halfway there.
Power weapon inbound. Payback. New power weapon in the arena.
Oh, come on. Oh no, why is my controller fucking up on me? Why? I can't turn fast. Come on. Why are I can't... Something's up. I can't, my controller is screwing up on me, why?
Power weapon inbound.
Is this a game glitch or something?
Double kill.
There we go, that's better.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. New power weapon in the arena. Offensive. Double kill. Heating up. 5 minutes remaining. Triple kill.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I hate that too. It's happened to me a few times. It wasn't the only time, but...
5 points to go.
We're almost there. You got this.
Power weapon in the arena. 3 points to go. Guardian Angel.
Got him.
Victory.
Yes! That's a wrap. Victory secured.
Ba-bum! Yeah, I think with the way Splitgate 2 feels, you know, because it's more optimized and stuff, you know, because obviously they had a budget to make the game, unlike the first one. Hi, Krista. Oh, what's up, alternatives? Went from Nightfall to alternatives. Nice. You saw me throw a little bit of shade in my recent YouTube video. Okay, so it's Nightfall talking to Nightfall. I guess he's bored. Refresh the search. I'm talking about Nightfall throwing a little shade on Splitgate 2. Yeah, you're talking to yourself. Yes, I know. Yeah, you're talking to Nightfall, and it's Nightfall talking to Nightfall.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, you got this. Capture and defend the zone to score. Let's dominate them.
Kickoff.
Opponent is taking D.
Power weapon inbound.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Into the lead.
B lost.
Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
You said, hey, it's Nightfall, so
New power weapon in the arena.
We're taking C. Opponent is taking the lead. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. We just got a zone. We're taking it.
Double kill.
We're taking B. Opponent is taking C.
C lost.
Opponent is taking C.
B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. We pulled into the lead. We've got 3 zones. Opponent is taking A.
A lost.
Opponent just got a zone. We're taking A.
Payback.
Opponent is taking B.
B lost.
Opponent is taking C. Opponent just got a zone. Opponent is taking A.
A secured.
We've got 2 zones. Opponent is taking C.
Payback. C lost.
We're taking B. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking C.
C secured.
We've got 3 zones.
Oh, why did I do that?
Opponent is taking A.
A lost.
Opponent is taking A.
A secured.
We're scoring in 3 zones.
Avenger.
Opponent is taking C.
Oh, wow.
Opponent is taking B.
Power weapon inbound. B lost.
Enemy is scoring in 1 zone. We're taking B. Opponent is taking A. Opponent is taking C.
New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
Opponent is taking C. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. We're scoring on 1 zone.
New power weapon in the arena. Payback.
Opponent is taking A. We're taking C. Opponent is taking C. We've just got a zone. We're taking A. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
Got that one guy.
We're scoring on 1 zone. We're taking B. Opponent is taking A.
C secured. Payback. B secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Enemy is scoring in 1 zone. Opponent is taking C. We're taking A. Opponent is taking C.
B lost.
Opponent is taking C.
A secured.
We've got 2 zones. Enemy is scoring in 1
Oh
zone.
my gosh, I can't believe they missed.
Double kill. Heating up.
We're taking B.
Triple kill.
Opponent is taking C.
B secured. A lost. Double kill. Guardian Angel.
Enemy is scoring in 1 zone. Opponent is taking B. We've got 2 zones. Nearing score threshold. Keep it up.
A lost.
Opponent just got a zone.
Victorious.
Great win. That's the result of hard work and smart plays.
Boop. Ah, gotcha. Well, he definitely, Nightfall speaks his mind. So if he feels something, he's going to say it. You know, if games are always good, man. You know, if he thinks a woman is beautiful, he's going to walk up right up to her face and tell her, you know? If he thinks somebody's cheating in game, he's going to tell it to him, you know? If he wants to, he will walk right up to Brock Lesnar and slap him in the face and be like, "Hey, you need to straighten out." That's Nightfall.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, you got this. Get the most kills. Bring home the win. We pulled into the lead.
Kickoff. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
They've taken the lead.
Ah, wrong side. Shit.
Double kill.
Oh, what? I thought he was dead. Shit, I thought... I believe this is Aquarium, if I'm not mistaken, either.
Power weapon inbound. Double kill. Heating up. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Haha.
Venture.
Halfway to the scoring threshold.
New power weapon in the arena. Double kill.
Damn.
Triple kill.
I wish health would recover a little bit faster. Damn it, now my sticks are doing the same thing again. What the fuck?
Power weapon inbound.
Ooh, nice shots.
New power weapon in the arena.
Ah, he didn't have low health enough. Shit. Oh,
Power weapon inbound. Close one.
They're closing in on the wing. Don't let them get there.
fuck, he has a shotgun.
Payback. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Oh my gosh. Don't ask, I have no idea.
5 minutes.
Hold on, I'll answer the question in just a second as soon as I'm done reading it.
Power weapon in the arena.
Yeah, he's teabagging me, I love it. Ah, got me.
Defeated.
Weird.
Not
All right, weird question. I know you play the game because you love it, but at the end of it, would you like to be the brand ambassador supporting the game for long, even though everyone's left? Yeah. I mean, if there's enough people playing it, yeah. I mean, it's the game. Despite how close the maps are to the original map creators. Oh yeah, the map creators are super fucking talented. Like very talented. Like these people are legit artists, man. I props to the map creators, man. So let's see. Would you like to be the brand ambassador supporting the game for this long? I mean, I've been supporting the game since the start, man. I've jokingly nicknamed myself the Splitgate 2 ambassador, so to speak, jokingly. But honestly, it's a solid fucking game, dude. I don't care, you know, I don't like the fact that it's not as popular as it possibly could be, and the future of this game is still a big ass question mark. But honestly, like, the game is just solid. It's fun, it's solid, its fundamentals are solid, the maps are solid. Like, everything that makes a good first-person shooter is very front and present in this game. It just so happens in the year 2025, you have to have all these other branches to the tree, so to speak, that have to support it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Opponent is taking A. This is your moment. Don't waste it. Dominate the opposition by conquering and securing the zones to score. On the board.
Power weapon inbound.
Opponent is taking C.
You know, so it's just happens to be one of those
C
things.
lost.
They've taken the lead. Enemy is scoring in 2 zones.
New power weapon in the arena.
Opponent is taking B. Enemy is scoring in 3 zones. We're taking C.
Payback. Guardian Angel. A secured.
We're scoring on 1 zone.
Double kill.
We're taking B.
Right there is a prime example of what I was telling you guys earlier,
Up.
in terms of left stick strafing and all that stuff. Nice try, bud.
Close call.
We're taking C.
I see you on the other team.
Opponent is taking C. We're taking B. Opponent is taking A.
B secured.
We've got 2 zones.
Close call.
Opponent is taking A.
A locked.
I'm gonna read that big paragraph in just a second.
C secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones.
Double kill. Double kill. Heating up. C lost. B lost.
No, I mean I was once told, you know, there's no such thing as a stupid question, so I don't mind questions, so.
A secure.
Scoring on 1 zone.
Oh, he's got me. Damn, that sniper.
Opponent is taking A. Opponent is taking A.
A lost.
Enemy is scoring in 3 zones.
The game's great, but I feel like everything is a bit of transition to a Mortal Realm. I feel like it would be much of a bad step to some other known creators, especially Money Revolution. The other ones benefit from Portal EMPs. Yeah, I mean, I remember Zax was talking about Portal EMPs.
We are taking C. We just got a zone.
Close call. Double kill.
Opponent is taking C. We're taking B. Scoring. Have to stop them.
Double kill. Guardian Angel. Be secured.
We're scoring in 2 zones. Opponent is taking C.
Defeated.
Hey, shake it off. Great players bounce back stronger.
Another game is great, but I feel like everything is a bit transactional in this Mortal Realm. I feel like it would be a little a backstab if some other more known creators, especially Money. I mean, if you think about it, like what happened was, oh, GG's Konsekis. Sorry if I butchered your name. What's it called? Like are you kind of referring to like the way they promoted the game? Like are you referring to, like, let's say, appreciate the kind words, Konsekis. Are you referring to like the all those content creators that were sponsored to promote the game? Is that kind of what you're talking about? Oh, just in general? I mean, well, the good thing about this game is that 1047 are their own boss, right? They took a handful of, I need to go have dinner, see you later on, hopefully. Okay, Krista. It's like, how do I put this? Yes, sponsorships mean more eyes, yes. Particularly if certain people are you know, very, very popular. You know, we know the names of these people. But the other interesting part to that is 1047 is they're their own boss, so there's nobody that tells them what to do. So what they did was they took a bunch of smaller you know, they took smaller investments as opposed to one really big investment, you know, so that way they can retain control, you know. So which is good, because a lot of the games that you see today, the developers and the creators themselves are not in control like they used to be. I think even Ed Boon relinquished some of the control, if not a lot of the control, for Mortal Kombat. I don't know how long ago that was, and I'm not entirely sure if that's the case, but I think Ed Boon himself doesn't have the same type of pull with Mortal Kombat like he once did. So I still don't know why they had females that never played FPS games but are popular as a waste. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, again, it's because the reason is because they have numbers. Like, think about it for a second, okay? Take me for instance, right? Like, I obviously, you guys know my support of this game simply because I love the shit out of it, right? Okay. Even though I legitimately support this game, right? And all that good stuff, right? I do not have anywhere close to the reach that somebody else has that doesn't even touch games like this. You know what I mean? But yeah, on one hand, it doesn't make sense because those people watch that one content creator for something completely different. But at the end of the day, it was just about having eyes on your game to try to see if you can get a spark from that audience. But that audience would be like a very small ratio. So it wasn't, in my opinion, that wasn't worth the money. You need to go to somebody. You need to go to somebody who has numbers, but also plays FPS games. And that's why they went to the certain people that they did. And unfortunately, as far as the Splitgate community is concerned, like when you look at the pro players, a lot of the pro players or wherever, or you're looking at, people that love Splitgate, most of them are very small on here. Like when you're looking at Twitch or whatever it is, most of them are small. Like, to my knowledge, there are no Splitgate pros that are the size of, that have a following the size of some of these names that we know of. I feel like you should get something at the end of it regardless. No, I again, those are very kind words and I appreciate that, but let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. Like, again, if I were to accept any sort of sponsorship, the trust that people have in me as far as my subscribers, my followers and all that kind of stuff goes down. Because if I were to make a video talking about my opinions on the game, but obviously, I would disclose like, hey, just an FYI, I'm sponsored by 1047. That right there, in the snap of a finger, it's like, okay, now we have to take this guy's word with a grain of salt. It has to be, in my opinion, it has to be pure passion. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm a regular average Joe who doesn't make that much money annually. So the money is appealing to me, but at the same time, it needs to be done purely. You know what I'm saying? Because it's this, like, trust is important. You know what I'm saying? But like something monetary, I mean, that's again, I have no, I don't know. I mean, I would, it would definitely be an honor, but at the same time, it's like if I played a role in this game's success in some way, shape, or form, sure, that'd be cool. But like for me personally, it's like, you got to put in the work before you get the reward, right? So that's the problem with sponsorships is like the people are already rewarded before. It's a lot like NBA contracts, for the National Basketball Association. Right now, all these kids that are playing ball that are new in the NBA are getting freaking, what do you call them? The word is not is it sponsorships? Sponsorships before they even play a game right after high school. You know what I mean? So, it wasn't always like that, So it's like I have this mentality to where it's like get rewarded when you reach your goal, as opposed to, take this for trying, So, but the thing is, yeah, Dirax 1047 has a lot of talk and not a lot of doing. Yeah, again, it really depends on how you look at it. But yes, they have a lot of doing to do, and I think that's one of the reasons why they're going back to beta, which is it's unheard of in this day and age, right? That's why a lot of people are saying, "Oh, this game's dead because it's going back to beta." It's like, no, this game is actually trying to be legit to its community. And for the sake of the game itself, by doing something that nobody else is doing. Everybody else would rather just double down. Nobody else goes back to beta because they want to save face, right? These guys are like, okay, it makes us look bad, but hey, we believe we're doing the right thing, so we're going to do it anyway. You know what I mean? It's not about it's not as much about, you know, how you look anymore. It's about doing what's right and what's not right versus what's not right. So that's what I think. You know, it just seems like they never hit the ground running, and so it's really changed in the last month. Well, of course, nothing's changed in the last month because we've been back in beta. This is not about, you know, they're basically saving. Let's put it this way: they're basically waiting to blow their entire wad until the moment is right, which is relaunch. Because if they keep on giving us stuff now in the state of the game that it is right now, it's not going to hit. It's basically rinsing and repeating the same mistake that they did before. So what they need to do is they really need to fix everything and give us everything that we haven't seen yet. And Durax, yeah, that is correct. You're actually right to have your your expectations high, because basically what they need to do is, and what I think they should do is, obviously, you know, they kind of need to take a little bit more inspiration from the original Splitgate as far as the portals are concerned. And even to a certain extent, you know, some of the map designs, which I don't mind the maps at all in Splitgate 2, but you guys get my point. But, you know, they also need to give us the additional content that was already pretty much finished for the rest of the first year, right? And what they also need to do is give us all the bells and whistles that first-person shooters have today. For instance, your leaderboards, your you know, your statistics, your you know, all that stuff, a progression system, a better battle pass system, you know, a new and improved store, in-game earnable in-game earnable cosmetics, as well as in-game earnable currency. So I want a better OG mode that has more pickups and more SG1 maps. Yes. What's good, Yurgi? But yeah, no, I mean, you know, all that at minimum and more. Yeah, I mean, again, everything in Splitgate 1, at least bare minimum. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like when you're making new maps, that takes a lot of time. And right now they've taken a hit. You know, I think they're operating with like 150 developers compared to what they were before. So we're at less here than what we were before. So I want more content, but they need to save it all for relaunch and relaunch one. Correct. Jolly Green, I 100% agree. It's all about timing. You know, you got to hit it when it's right. And on top of that, you know, if they do it late December or early January, there's not going to be any games that have just released fresh at that time. So they need to do it 100%. You know, and the thing is, the results is what's going to make the difference. Like if it's significant and if people are like, oh, wow, this is a huge change, that's going to have this domino effect to where the you know, the word will spread. And I think that's going to be something that really helps the game in the long run. Remember, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know, these things take time. So as long as the potential is there and the opportunity is there and the heads of the devs are in the right place and they're literally able to do it, then, you know, I think there will always be potential with the game. Yeah, well, not all of them are finished, Durax, and there will be more. There will be more. So I just want you to have more to talk about, Jack. Yeah, oh, trust me, I want more stuff to talk about too. But again, that will come. Come relaunch, that will come. But eventually, it's kind of a question mark at this point. But in terms of everything that we're going to be getting from now in between, which are pretty much going to be testing out playlists and stuff, that is going to kind of give hints in terms of the direction that the game is going. So, so there's, in that aspect, there's always going to be more stuff to talk about. There's a Nutty Abyss remake, and the Olympics remake is still in the works. Yeah, and I remember Olympus being a big talk. So I just hope they give us something back to you like you've been giving back to them now through thick and thin. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, there's kind of already been hints at that. I mean, nobody said anything to me. I mean, they offered me the MVP thing, the MVP creator program, but I respectfully declined more than once. But you know, for the reasons of trust alone, you know what I mean? Because, you know, because let's put it this way: in the future, if they ever got their head up their ass and they completely butcher everything and they become greedy and they make the same mistakes that other developers have, you know, I'm not going to want anything to do with it. You know what I mean? If they start implementing EOMM, guess what? I'm gonna abandon the game. If they implement EOMM into this game, I am gone. Like a virgin on prom night, I vanish. Like, I'm gone. So, are you going to call a hiatus for a month or two before we launch? Keep grinding. It really, I go with how I feel. I don't know. It really depends on how I feel. If I feel like doing it, if I feel like continuing to grind, absolutely, I'll keep grinding. If not, then that's fine too. I'm not opposed to taking time off. Sometimes you need it. So that way you don't burn out. And same thing goes for life too. Some change is good. Change is good. It's always good to take time off. And then on top of that, you got all these games that are coming out. Like, for instance, I mean, who's not excited for Borderlands 4, right? If you're a first-person shooter fan, how can you not be excited for Borderlands 4? I mean, it's the ultimate casual experience that you can grind for weapons, and there's cool mechanics, great animations, really good art. In that aspect, it's like, how could you not be excited, right? And that's just one example. Plus, I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. Well, I'm an OG Mortal Kombat fan because I grew up playing Mortal Kombat. So I wish I liked Grand Theft Auto, but Grand Theft Auto has never really been my thing. So, let's just say I played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and after about 20 minutes, I was done. It was just boring. I'd rather watch a content creator that I enjoy watching play Grand Theft Auto rather than me playing it. If that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I trust me, I wish I liked it. I mean, if I enjoyed Battle Royale, trust me, I'm pretty sure I would have never stopped. I'm pretty sure I would have done what some of these other guys have done and moved on to other Battle Royales and stuff, but it just never really kept my attention. And one of the reasons is I like the pacing. Even the OG Splitgate over here, I love the pacing. There has to be a certain amount of pacing, engagements and stuff like that done, because if I'm just spending the majority of my time or half of my time just running around and not doing anything other than running around, that to me is extremely boring. I have over 1,000 hours in OG. Yeah. Yeah, back when Splitgate 1 became known, I was still into Call of Duty at the time. What's up, Asian Persuasion? So but we'll see. We shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. At the end of the day, I'm just glad at this point that, like, for instance, if a dev tells me that, they're like people in their people on the development team watch my videos, it's like, dude, that's huge, because not just because I'm small, but also because of the fact that, like, that doesn't happen very often, to where devs will openly admit or spread your video throughout, because usually the ones that get their opinions across are the ones that are big names. And I'm not a big name. I mean, sure, I've been doing this for over 10 years, but I'm not a big name by any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah, I alternatives, I don't have that reach, unfortunately. I don't, like, I can communicate with devs, that's fine, but in terms of reach, like, what I mean by reach is I can't reach right now. I'm only able to reach anywhere from 300 to 400 people. You know what I mean? If you look at my videos, like, I'm only able to reach 300 to 400 people. If someone, for instance, like Shroud, were to make a video about Splitgate 2, he's going to reach, even though he's got millions of subscribers, you know, his video is going to make probably 100,000 views or more. That's the amount of people he's reaching. And therefore, those are the amount of potential players, but it's usually a percentage of those players that will play it. So, but those numbers make a difference, you know, because those are potential people that will not only play your game, but will potentially buy things in the store, et cetera, et cetera. That's why they go to the big dogs. That's why they go to those guys. It's like, hey, try out our game, you know? So it's business, just like everything else. But the thing is, like, all those other guys, they abandoned, you know, the game. After a certain point, they abandoned the game. So yeah, like right now, I mean, that's the thing. Like for instance, if I make a video about the battle royale, I start, you know, the haters will come all over the place and say that I'm mad and I'm complaining about battle royale. No, I'm not. I mean, if you look at my latest video about the battle royale, it's like, okay, I'm on the outside looking in because I'm not a BR guy. We got one of three choices where they can do. They can either improve the current iteration, or scrap it, or I forgot what the third option was. Replace it with something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's a reasonable topic to talk about, but all of a sudden I'm hating, I'm mad, I'm this and that. So it's like, you know, but you're always going to get that. So it's like, you might as well speak your mind. You know what I mean? So not everybody's going to agree with what I say, which is completely fine. You know, as a matter of fact, I prefer it that way, you know, because the more points of view we get, the better. But ultimately, you know, it's what the majority of the community wants. And when you look at the way games are now, it's like, it really is a big question mark. It's a riddle that that developers have to constantly figure out. And they have to be like, okay, you know, how are we going to get some of your time? So yeah, no, I agree. Everybody should be allowed to speak their mind. That's perfectly fine, you know, as long as it's done respectfully. But the mentality of a lot of people these days are, you know, if you don't like something, you're a hater, or, you know, you're complaining if you don't like something. So, you know, thankfully the devs, you know, are able to see, you know, the difference. And it's the funny thing is about all this is that the devs are in a very interesting position right now, because I'll tell you why. Because like they're back in beta and they need to figure out how to re-release the game properly. One of the devs, Ben, just admitted apathy is worse than the haters. Yeah, I mean, there are people out there that just want this game to die for no reason. And it's like, what's the point? Like, if you're not playing the game, you know, how is it harming you? You know, how is it harming your, you know, how is it harming the game that you play? You know, if it takes a few thousand people away, whatever. It's like, all games do this. You know, it's not going to, you know, the point is not to try to kill your game. The point is just to be another game out there that other people can play. Thought it was kind of interesting though, because I remember when they announced that they were making a new game, they said it wouldn't be Splitgate 2 based on the Splitgate universe. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's on the back of people's minds right now, and you've got a percentage of people that think the game is already dead and it just hasn't happened yet, and then there are a percentage of people that are just kind of waiting to see how the cookies drop, how the chips roll. You know what I mean? They're still kind of curious as to what the relaunch would be like and all that kind of stuff. So You know, the community, the Splitgate community is a small one, but there is room for expansion. Like, there is room for expansion. I see, like, you guys see what I play against. There's still plenty of casuals here that you can't deny it. You know, I still think the trailer is one of the most beautiful trailers I've ever seen in the game. Not the blue trailer from Halo. Yeah, back in the day with Halo 3. Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they built that was built from clay. So I remember that. That was a different time back then. It was a different time back then. I think the problem started appearing when you started putting men in suits in charge that had no idea about gaming and what it means to be a gamer and what gaming is all about. That's when things started to get, you know, that's when things started to slowly but surely get to a point to where they are now. That's another reason why I support this game as much as I do, because the developers are actually in charge of their game. They don't have anybody, you know, telling them, hey, you need to do this for the sake of business, or, you know. Yeah, I mean, a campaign would take way too long at this point. You know, they need to, you know, that, I mean, if they manage to squeeze out a PvE mode in the relaunch, that would be, like, in my opinion, that would probably be nothing short of a miracle. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying it's, you know, with all the work they have to do. So, hmm. Yeah, I mean, if it was, yeah, that does make sense to an extent. But here's the thing, though. If they made a campaign for a free-to-play game, it would be the only free-to-play game, to my knowledge, that has a campaign. Think about that for a second. Like, that would be a big deal to so many casual players. That's I think that's one of the reasons. I think that's one of the reasons why. Yeah, oh yeah, they definitely need to make profit. But if you but think about that for a second. Like, imagine being the only free to play game out there, right? That actually has a campaign. But how's that going to make money, though? I mean, my assumption for that is the store. Like, if you have something that would give, like, cosmetics, you know, for people who play campaign that's in the store, like, again, that opens a whole bunch of other opportunities. So, you know, that's my guess. But, you know, or have a battle pass that costs twice as much, but you get campaign in it. I don't know. There's so many different ways to do it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you guys, if everybody in my chat is basically telling me that the game is too sweaty, then, you know, I'm not going to disagree, because, you know, again, you know, most people haven't been playing this game as much as I have, so therefore, you know, it's different. You know, they're having a completely different experience than me. So, Like I personally don't think it's sweaty, but everybody's telling me. Everybody's telling me that the game is super sweaty. More players would make it less sweaty, obviously. Yes. Yeah, I mean, again, you gotta. Something I disagree with that people keep telling me is this game isn't noob friendly. No, I agree as well. Alternatives. The game is noob friendly, but it's what's the issue is that a lot of the other games out there hold players by the hand, and this game just doesn't do that. This game doesn't hold players by the hand. However, something that they can add though is like a playlist for new players, like X Defiant did. Once you make it to a certain level in the progression system, it's like, okay, you play this game long enough, you have an understanding of how it works. Now it's like, okay, you're in the matchmaking pool with everybody else. That's one thing they can do. And they can also do a tutorial mode about how the portals work. If we had an extended tutorial, aka campaign, that would bridge the gap. That's interesting. Campaign that would bridge the gap. Like a campaign that kind of like you have a campaign, but at the same time it simultaneously teaches you how to play. Oh no, yeah. When you solo queue, no, you can't survive a full squad. But Rain Man, the truth is that even in other games, it's very unlikely that you'll survive a full squad. Even in other games, even if whether it's COD, whether it's Halo, anything like you can't. You're not going to survive a full squad in any game. Actually, it's very unlikely. All right, alternatives, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. A group of players trying to escape the tournament. That's the campaign. I mean, coming up with a story is the easy part, if anything, you know. But I think a PvE mode would actually bridge the gap even better because you're also playing. You also have the choice to play with your friends and solo and friends, and on top of that, you'd have like hordes and stuff like that, and you'd be dealing with But that's just my opinion, because with campaign, if you take the story element out, all you have is gameplay. So that's where PvE comes in very well, to where it's like mostly gameplay and less story. That makes sense. Gives you something else to do from traditional like COD zombies and multiplayer. Yeah, I mean, remember these guys also don't have, even though they had $100 million, it's still not a lot. If they had triple that, then we can talk. If they had $300 million, you can do quite a bit with $300 million. 1/3 of that, not so much. Plus, the higher of a budget you have, the more wiggle room you have for mistakes. But again, that doesn't mean that you want to make mistakes, but you get what I mean. I really hope Splitgate 2 makes a comeback. It's a great game. It is a great game. I mean, it is a great game. You know, a lot of people are just like they judge games differently nowadays than what they did back, let's say, 15 years ago. You know, like when I look at a game, I'm not looking at how well I do. I'm looking at how much am I enjoying everything? How's the movement feel? How does the hit detection feel? How does the how does the game feel? Is it fun? At the end of the day, is it fun? You know, forget about how well you're doing. Obviously, if you do well, you're gonna have more fun. But regardless, like, is there an opportunity for me to get better at this game? Is it fun? Do I want to invest my time? And all that comes into the mechanics of the game. I love the movement. Like when I'm not shooting at somebody, the game is still fun because of, like, let's say the slide or the jetpacks or even the portals, right? So that makes it fun. So therefore, I always have something to look forward to besides just getting in gunfights. And then, of course, there's the gunfights. There's picking people off. There's, what weapon are you using and all that. Like, and then there's the map, the tempo of the game. Everything is there. That's why I'm so passionate about this game, because everything that makes a solid first-person shooter is here. It's here. You just have to, in the year 2025, man, you just have to, you just can't afford to miss certain aspects, and it needs to be presented in a very specific type of way. Unfortunately, because of the audience today is not like the audience that was 15 years ago. If this game came out 15 years ago, people would be, drooling all over it, especially if it came out complete, right? Let's say the relaunch is done properly, and if it was released 15 years ago, my God, like if this game came out at the time, around Halo 5 and, Call of Duty Ghosts and or Advanced Warfare and all that kind of stuff, the game would absolutely thrive, more than it is today. It would be more popular, it would be more accepted. People would actually like it. And the portals would actually be something that people would actually like. It would be the difference factor. It's like, okay, if this game is doing the combination of these things from these games, what makes this game stand out besides that? It's like, oh, portals. What are portals? Well, you can basically, it's basically a teleporter. There's these walls to where you can, put a teleporter there and you get from one side of the map to the other in a split second. Yeah. But remember, Titanfall 1, the original Titanfall came out with no campaign, and yet, even though Titanfall 2 had a campaign, it was a good one. You get the point. Yeah, to my knowledge, Titanfall 2 is still played to this day. That's just a fact. People still play Titanfall 2 to this day. I think on PC more than any other. But what I'm trying to tell you is, Drax, is what if this game was actually the first free-to-play game? Oh yeah, I agree. PvE at the very least. Yeah, that's what casual players wants more than anything else. is a campaign experience, or PvE. Like Destiny, basically made their money from PvE. Asian persuasion. I have an answer to that question. It's a good question, and here's my answer. You ready? Impact from social media. Social media is what happened. Yeah, Jolly, I agree. Plus, you can also, you can upgrade your PvE a lot easier than you can a campaign. Because once you're done with the campaign, that's it. PvE, you can have seasonal upgrades. Again, Destiny being a prime example. Granted, those guys released expansions, but you get the point. Neither have I. A replaceable campaign or PvE, whatever gives replayability. Some SP content is better than others. Yeah, it really depends. A true race to prestige or max level would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, Rain Man, I get what you're saying, and you're not wrong, but that only appeals to the multiplayer audience, or should I say to the like hardcore players. You know what I'm saying? Although I think some casuals might watch that, to where they'll watch it for a little while and that's about it. But your average gamer that'll only play, let's say, an hour a day at best, they're they're not even gonna be aware of something like that. Well, right, but how many people are playing campaign nonstop in one game, though? That's the question. Destiny kind of figured it out to where, you can play it multiple times, but you never know what you're going to get. Same thing goes for a game like Remnant 2. Well, yeah, that's optic for you. Again, not all those guys are gonna. Some people are just watching. Doesn't mean that they're gonna do what they're doing. Yeah, every single playthrough of Remnant 2 is not the same. I promise you. All right. So, guys, the store closes in about an hour, just a little over an hour from where I'm at. So, I need to make a run to the store. So, I'm going to shut the stream down. I might stream again later. It really depends on how I feel. So, if I don't, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But if I do, I'll see you guys later. So, and thank you for the support, guys. Always great shooting the shit with you. Always great. All right. I'll see you guys later. See you guys.